Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 17 of Completionist Progress. In the past, I've said how I don't want these episodes to be bogged down with a bunch of Slayer clips just because it's easy to just fill it up with, oh, I'm getting a Slayer task, or oh, I got this on a task sort of stuff, and I don't know, I'm not a big fan of that. But unfortunately, while editing the last episode, I noticed that it was pretty much that. Like, the majority of the episode was, I just did his Slayer task, here's what I got. So you didn't even see the boss, you just saw, like, the aftermath. So hopefully this episode doesn't have that problem. And now that I started Wilderness Slayer, I want a lot of the Slayer stuff to be moved to the background and stuff that's not going to be shown in the video unless there is something really interesting to show. So I've actually started working on it already, and I got 88 Slayer. I have a little screenshot where I got it at Black Dragons because it was like the first kill of the trip. I was like, oh, well, let me just take a screenshot real quick. And I also got 95 attack, which gave me 2,150 total level, which is a cool milestone. But aside from working on Wilderness Slayer, I do want this episode to get back to some of the stuff I wanted in the previous episode, like that new Troll quest and some other completionist stuff, because, I don't know, I feel I need to really focus a bit more on completionist stuff and completionist progress. So, without much more of an intro, let's see what I get into this episode. I mentioned before I'd show you if I got anything unique from a clue, and I just got a Black Demon mask on my 9th master clue. I forget if I got this before. I probably have for the costume room already, and I feel like that is probably not where the value of this clue is coming from anyway. Okay, it's actually worth a decent bit if that price is accurate, so not a bad clue. But actually I got this from an elite that I got off of Black Dragon, so kind of fitting. Okay, I did not expect that. An Anguish Ornament Kit, which is actually really awesome because I wanted one of these. It just costs too much to justify buying when I don't have stuff like Armadyl, but now that I gotta have a clue, let's just, Anguish. Because this is what the normal Anguish looks like. You know, just a few little beads, but the Ornament Kit is really awesome. So, I think I'm going to be keeping that, but yeah, the next master clue, I actually got this one from a hard clue I got off a Hellhound while also doing Wilderness Slayer. So, yeah, I guess this is why you do your clues. While I've been avoiding doing Slayer clips in this video, I have a quick update. So I'm currently on my 130th task, which is Bears. And I did a few kills of Callisto with this kind of setup, and it went okay, but I looked into it, and a Viggora's Chain Mace would probably work really well for Callisto, and I was thinking, since it's only task 130 and I'm going for 250, it probably would be worth getting the Chain Mace, so when I get other boss tasks, I can use the Chain Mace on them. Now, I would also go for a crossbow, but that's like way out of my price range, and if you look in my bank here, you'll see that I only have 12 mil, so I'm a little short on the 30-some mil the Chain Maces. It's been crashing a lot, and I'm a little concerned about buying it because of that, but I also realized I don't need this Abyssal Dagger anymore. I got it mainly for training strength, for Wilderness Slayer and stuff, or just Slayer in general. But now that I have a bludgeon, the bludgeon is better than the dagger and defender. So there really is like no point unless it was specifically weak to stab and not crush for strength training. But I don't know, I'm also getting high enough strength that I kind of want to stop training it and train attack instead. So I don't know, I'm going to take a break from Wilderness Slayer now and see if I can do some money making. Astral Runes are back up in price, so I might even do some rune crafting. But I'm going to see if I can get closer to the 30-some mil and get a Chain Mace and then try doing some Wilderness bossing in the Wilderness Slayer instead of just speeding through tasks like I normally do. So one thing that's been bothering me is that I've been using a lot of house tabs for just various travel and whatnot, and I have 99 construction banked. So I want to start working on 99 construction again, or at least make more of an effort. It might not be this episode. I know I said before how it could have been that episode and I just haven't done it in a while, but I don't know. Here's 92 construction. I'm not sure how high of a level I'll get this episode, but I want to keep working at it and make progress and hopefully get the cape so I can start using less house teleport tabs. So remember how in the other clip I mentioned I was saving for a Chain Mace? Yeah, about that. I kind of got inspired recently to invest in a bunch of skills, and one of them was 90 Arab lore, so that put a decent dent in the Chain Mace fund, but also the Chain Mace was 27 mil, it bounced up to like 32 mil again, so I wanted to hold off, and now it's down to like 20 mil, so worth it. But now I can make super combats, which will make future Arab lore training a little nicer, and also the overloads and raids. So I mainly wanted to get this out of the way for 90 base stats because that is something I'm a little more interested in working towards. And speaking of which, I also was looking into training prayer And I think I'd like to go for 92 per, but that'll probably come after I buy the chainmace. I think it's about time to take a break from skilling and all this other stuff and finally start making friends with my arm, because I've been waiting to do this quest for quite a while now, and I think I have everything I'll need. I'm not sure how hard it's going to be, but I hear it's a bit on the shorter side, and I think I'll start it by talking to Burnt Meat Ear, so let's see how this goes. And there is making friends with my arm completed, or made friends with my arm as it says there. It wasn't that difficult of a quest, though it did take a decent bit of time. But also with that, I got 94 construction, because like I said earlier, I wanted to be working on construction, and yeah. Still a lot of levels to go though, but 94, at least I'm getting closer. But with this now, I now have access to a lot of post-quest stuff, because there's the different braziers I need to make, I need to get the salt for the portal nexus, and I also need to claim the burnt meat rewards. So expect a lot of clips over the rest of this episode relating to the post-quest stuff about this, because there's a lot of completionist stuff from what I've seen. So before I go and build the salt braziers, I decided to spend some time with some different braziers here at Wintertodt. So a few episodes back, I came here to get 95 fire making, and I ended up getting the Phoenix pet here. But one thing I still don't have is the rest of the Pyromancer outfit, thus my pretty weird outfit. So I decided to get to 200 games, but I didn't do normal games. I did high point solo games, so hopefully in these 8 crates we can finish the Pyromancer outfit. And just to show, I now have 200 games, and yeah, I got scores like 12k, and I think I started at probably about 150 or 160k, so I'm at 130 or 230, yeah. 230k from 160k. So I think I'll need to clear some inventory to fit these. So if I just deposit them here, I think they're roughly in order. I started getting lower points, but okay. First one, no Pyromancer. And actually, I think I would like to price check these as I go just to see how much I get. So that was not that much. Second one, no Pyromancer. I'm starting to get a little worried. And yeah, this loot isn't that great. I don't think I'm going to keep price checking everyone. Burnt pages, no Pyromancer. Okay, finally the hood. I was really worried we weren't going to get any Pyromancer. Now the final one should be more per crate. Okay, that was my final pair of warm gloves. I actually found out that you only can get 3 of the items, and once you get 3, instead of rolling another item, so how it works is if you roll the Burma Torch, or you fail to roll the Burma Torch, you get warm gloves. If you fail warm gloves, you have a chance of getting, it just kind of scales down. So if I get the Burma Torch, I can't get the lower items. Yeah, it's confusing. Well, I feel it's a little unlikely I'm going to get the items now. Yep, I have to get the last 2 pieces of Pyromancer on this last crate. Well, 2 UC, so I think I probably did get a decent bit, and at least I finally got the hood, but my god, my Pyromancer looks insanely bad. Actually, let me just pull up a calculator here. Oh, you probably saw that. So, with my score, divided by... I actually forget how many it would be, but just divided by 500. Yeah, I feel like I did that a little wrong. I don't know. I should have got a lot more items by now anyway, or at least for Pyromancer, so... Oh well. But at least I got the hood, so I'm a little closer, but I still need to do more Wintertodt, unfortunately. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I got 96 fire making doing this, so, yeah, I feel like I might end up getting 99 before I finish the Pyromancer, which is really unfortunate. Well, following my attempt to get Pyromancer, I think it is time to finally build these fire pits. There's 6 in total, and there is the fire of unseasonal warmth that gets rid of the cold here. And I actually didn't realize, but the cold effect actually applies past the agility obstacle here on the other side of the boulder. I thought it was just once you came through here, but nope, over here when it was snowing it also would apply. Also, I totally didn't forget the tinderbox the first time. Anyway, we have 5 more to build. I think this one is somewhere over here. Oh, there it is. This one stops the swamp decay, I think. Does it also stop gas? Prevents them from rotting food, so that's nice. You know, I don't know why I even need a fire pit in the swamp caves, because there's like nothing here that I come here for anyway. But there it is, a fire of eternal light. This one is slightly more useful since I do like to kill cave horrors from time to time. And lastly, for the Fires of Eternal Light, we have the most useful one at the Giant Mole Lair. This one will actually be pretty helpful to me because I still need to hunt that mole pet. And I'm back here at Weiss to build the final fire pit, which is also the one I need for the herb patch. Huh, that's convenient. Also, for some reason, I end up short on one of the salt, so I had to go buy some more. But yeah, I'm actually going to go check, because the dialogue mentioned building this, so I want to see the dialogue change, and then off to the Troll Stronghold for the final part of this quest. And I think this should be the optional post-quest reward. Yep, I exchanged a book for a bunch of, burnt meat. And then I think he ate the book. So, yeah, but I think that is all the post-quest completionist stuff following making friends with my arms, so now we can move back to other things. Other things like building the portal nexus. So I used to have my quest all here and I decided this is where the nexus will go for now. I'll need to get rid of my portal chambers and probably reshuffle a lot of things around because of the nexus, but where is it? It's there it is. So I'll just build and worry about the position later. But I should have most of the stuff in my inventory to get the base portal nexus down. So we have the tier 1, which honestly that does look really cool. Upgrade. And upgrade. And there is also 95 construction, because of course I like to get these levels in, I don't know, maybe not unexpected ways, but in different ways. So I'm getting closer to 99 construction, but it's still quite a ways to go. But I also do have, ooh, that's actually something I didn't think about. I think this amulet spot, because there's two and they both build the same things, but determines which amulet goes here or where. And I think this will be my Xerix Talisman just because it's a bit closer. And this amulet will be my Dig Slate Pendant, because I don't use that as much. Or like if I do Rune Dragons or farm or birdhouse runs, but this is like for brutals and a lot of other stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna take some time and get everything set up, because if you look here, I don't have any of the teleports, and yeah, I have to charge a lot of these, and that will take some time, as well as get the carpet and curtains. If I'm doing this right, I think all I need to do is move all the teleports from here to here, and then hit save and confirm, and ta-da, I think I just paid for every teleport at once. So I think that is now all the teleports available for the Nexus. If I go to configure, there should be nothing left there, and I should be able to move these about or change the order if I want, or set to a left click, but I'm not sure what teleport I want. Huh. That's weird. I'll figure it out later. But I should be able to change teleports out of left click, but I'm not sure if I really want a left click or such. But this can scry, it can go to all the locations, and I have no idea if I even will keep some of these portal chambers. Because originally I was thinking, oh, I'd keep this one for scrying, but this does scrying, so there's not much of a point. Maybe I'll keep one just so I can have, like, my farm run tellies, so they were left click, so I don't have to go through that menu. I don't know. But I do need to kind of rework my player-owned house a little bit now, because I have 4 portal chambers, and at most I probably will need 1. But, yeah. That's something I'll figure out later, though, and I think this is where I'm going to wrap up this episode, because, yeah, the Portal Nexus was, like, the main thing I was working towards, and also kind of behind making friends with my arm, and I really was hoping this episode would come out a lot sooner, but I was working on a lot of stuff like construction, agility, and just a lot of those more time-consuming things, so it ended up taking weeks when I thought it was just going to be like a quick week thing. There still are a lot of things that I have in store for future episodes. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the progress I made, doing some of the completionist stuff, getting some of these levels, and building the Nexus. I don't know, I think this is still pretty cool looking, and it's going to be a pain figuring out to redesign my house, mainly because it's not really built to fit a bunch of these 4-door rooms and keep the closed-door design, so we'll see. Anyway, once again, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Until next time, goodbye.